Here for Battle 40K, my buddy Stu and Kevin. It's going to be 2,000 points, Imperial Guard and Tau against Tyranids. Have a look at the Imperial Guard. Start with the Company Command Squad with a las cannon, Company Commander there with a power weapon, and a standard. Platoon with 3 infantry squads, grenade launchers, autocannons, power weapons, and the Platoon Command Squad, 3 flamers, a medic, and a power weapon. Also in the platoon are 2 squads of 3 mortars. Their troops is a Penal Legion squad. We'll roll to see what they are in just a second. I also have 4 Rattling snipers, a Devil Dog with a heavy flamer, and a Valkyrie with multiple rocket pods and sponson heavy bolters. Kevin, do you want to give us a rundown on your Tau here?
We got 3 hammerheads with railguns, burst cannons, and disruption pods. 3 crisis suits, 1 Chazelle, 2 Chazrays with burst cannons, missile pods, and multi-trackers.
All the same.
Group of 12 fire warriors with the Chazwi, and 2 groups of 8 with Chazwis.
Okay, we've got a Turvagon here, some, what is it?
Hive Guard.
3 Shrikes, a Winged Hive Tyrant, lots of proxies up in here, 2 squads of warriors, a Venom Thrope. Behind you on the shelf, we got a ton of bugs. Up top, that's 2 squads of 10 Gene Stealers, each with a Broodlord. Down low, we got 40 Gargoyles split into 2 squads. We got 30 Hormagaunts split into 2 squads. And we have got a bunch of Termagants that we're hoping to spawn with our Turvagon.
Alright, end of deployment. The Imperial Guard and Tau deployed on this side. We'll start here. This is the squad of 12 Fire Warriors, Company Command Squad in the tower, 2 squads of mortars hiding on the top, in the middle and bottom level there. We have the Platoon Command Squad and the Lord Commissar tucked in beside one of the hammerheads. The 30-man Blob Squad, the Commander and his bodyguard with 2 hammerheads, 2 squads of Fire Warriors, and the Devil Dog right there. In reserve, we've got the Valkyrie, the Penal Legionnaires, and the Rattling Snipers will be infiltrating.
Okay, on this side we've got the Air Wing, and on that side we've got the Ground Forces.
Okay, so makes sense. Gargs, Shrikes, Flying Hive Tyrant, more Gargs, Gaunts, Turvagon, Venom Thrope, Warriors. That's about it. Alright, we're going to roll to see if it's night fighting, first of all, on a 4+. And it is night fighting, first turn. The snipers infiltrated up in the tower here. Stuart's going to try to seize the initiative, I think. Stuart? No. So, Tau and Imperial Guard will be going first. It is night fighting, turn 1. Be back at the top, turn 1. End of Tau and Imperial Guard, turn 1. Concerted shooting into the bugs. There's just so damn many of them. It was night fighting, turn 1. 3 submunition shots from railguns managed to take out chunks of gargoyles here and here, as well as a shot from the Devil Dog, and some shooting from the Imperial Guard mortars in the back managed to take out some of these gaunts. Las cannon and sniper shots at monstrous creatures and warriors proved ineffective, and the command squad here fired its missile pod at these guys, didn't manage to kill anybody. And yeah, that's the end of Imperial Guard and Tau turn 1. We'll be back at the end of Bug turn 1. Also, point of order, this objective is now being captured and is now found out to have been a Skyfire Nexus. Once again, back to, we'll be back at the end of Tyranid turn 1. End of Tyranid turn 1, just a general advance from the Tyranids on all fronts. Just really leaping and bounding forward at full speed. A squad of 11 Termagants were spawned from the Turvagon, and they moved forward at all due haste. The Hive Tyrant took a shot and took a hull point off of the Devil Dog, and other than that, mostly, I think that's basically everything that happened. Be time for Imperial Guard and Tau turn 2. End of Imperial Guard and Tau turn 2. Got some good shooting from the Guard on this side. Devil Dog, Hammerhead, took out a good chunk of these gargoyles here, as well the 6 Fire Warriors here on the Skyfire, or the 8 Fire Warriors on the Skyfire Nexus. Took a couple shots at the Hive Tyrant there, managed to get a wound, and he failed his grounded test and fell to the ground and took another wound. The snipers took 1 wound off of the Turvagon, from over here. Got a rending hit. This hammerhead and these guys shot up, or the hammerhead rather, shot up these gargoyles. These battle suits shot up those termagants there. The blob squad and the fire warriors there took him down to a man. And the mortars also shot at these guys as well. Killed a few. Yeah, that's about it. It's going to be time for Tyranids turn 2 in just a second, but we did find out that this objective is a grav wave generator. Alright, we're back at end of Nid turn 2. End of Tyranid turn 2, I guess it was. The Gene Stealers came in over on this side in the woods. Showed up there, and once again a general advance from the Tyranid front. Over here, the remaining gargoyles managed to get in combat and hack off the last 2 hull points of this devil dog, so he's double done. These 3 shrikes failed their goddamn charge. 3 inches, couldn't even make it. What a joke. Why do you come out, guys? This guy, however, tried to shoot this squad in here. He failed to hit the squad, managed to take a hull point off this tank, good scatter, and then walked in and ate that squad for lunch.
2 wounds.
Oh, and he regenerated his 2 wounds. Lucky him, rolled a pair of 6s. Yeah, good for him. Over here, these remaining gargoyles tried to charge up at the guys, fire warriors in there, and as you can see, they're no longer there. I think 1 fire warrior died. Nope.
Yeah,
one fire warrior died, and then, yeah, the rest of the gargoyles got laid out. Over here, these guys just advanced. Venom Thrope advanced as well. These 2 guys sort of hid there because they're just a pair of them. Warriors had a couple shots here with their Death Spitters and their Venom Cannon. Took out 4 of the fire warriors there. Ever elusive. Everyone's pissed off at them because they're on a grav wave generator, so having charge ranges. The Turbogon here managed to spawn hella fellas over here, 13 of them. 13 more, and he tried to cast Feel No Pain on these guys, but failed to do so, and advanced himself. And he also shot and killed, between the warriors and him, they killed 4 guys there. And then a few warriors over behind here, didn't really do much, just sort of chilled. And these Gene Stealers weren't really able to do much, couldn't charge in to these guys. That's everything by my account. We'll be back at the end of Tau and Imperial Guard turn 3. End of Tau and Imperial Guard turn 3. At the beginning of the turn, the Valkyrie came on, outflanked from this table edge. He ended up unloading into those guys with the mortars here, and I think the Fire War shot at them too. Managed to take them down to 2 Genes and a Broodlord. The Las Cannon took a wound off of that fella there, as did some shooting from some other places. I don't know who else. Who else shot him?
The Turbogon, the snipers.
And the sniper shot the Turbogon as well. Yeah, took another wound off him. So he's got 3 wounds left. Taken 3 wounds. Over here, some concentrated fire at this Hive Tyrant. Managed to take 3 wounds off of it. Unfortunately, the last wound could not be taken off of it, so he's going to try to regenerate at the beginning of his turn, I'm sure. This guy sort of took off, and yeah, hammerheads shot there. The commander and his suits up here took the missile shots at those guys and managed to take 1 down and take a wound off another. They're out of synapse, and they failed their leadership test and broke. So yeah, they're over there, and I think that's about it. Oh, and sorry, the blob ended up shooting these warriors here, took 1 down, and took a couple wounds off another. We just saw that these Gene Stealers came in here from reserve, and we'll be back at the end of Nid turn 3. End of Tyranid turn 3. Once again, sort of a tentative advance on this side from these fellows over here. Another squad of 14 spawned from the Turbogon with no incident. Venom Thrope and the warriors moved up into that cover, and the Hive Guard back here managed to rally. On this side, the Shrikes charged in and wrecked. We'll put it back, but yeah, either way, it's there should be a hammerhead there. And then they consolidated. These gargoyles jumped up into this cover, shot up and killed these Tau. The Hive Tyrant around the corner managed to get 1 of these rattlings, but they made their leadership test, so good for them. And on this side, the Gene Stealers moved in here and charged the command squad who postured over there. The Wall of Death, the squad, got 1 wound on the Broodlord and 2 killed the 2 Gene Stealers, but the commander with his power weapon and none of the other guys could manage to take down a wound on him. End of town, Imperial Guard, turn 4. At the beginning of the turn, the Penal Legion squad came in automatically on this side of the board. Over here, the snipers took out the final wound with a rending hit on that Hive Tyrant, and the Shrikes were shot and killed by these the Commander Suit and the Hammerhead and the Fire Warriors here. Blob Squad, they shot the Warriors and took down another one, and that
2 wounds on the
that
next.
one's got only 1 wound left. Mortars, one of them shot here rather effectively. The other one shot here rather ineffectively. My Valkyrie also took off a few Gene Stealers here, and as did the Hammerhead. Over here, my Lord Commissar charged into the combat where my platoon commander and his medic were fighting. They promptly died, and the Lord Commissar is now duking it out. End of Tyranid turn 3. 4, rather. Over here, the Gargoyles tried to have at these battle suits, shot and charged them, didn't manage to kill any of them. One of them was killed, though, by the Hive Guard back there. General advance over here. These gods failed the charge on this tank here, and the Turvagon tried to shoot at these snipers to no avail. Over here, the Broodlord finished off my Lord Commissar. Didn't see that one coming. And the rest of these Gene Stealers came up here and ripped apart one of the heavy weapons teams. There was some shooting over here as well, actually. The last cannon got taken out from the company command squad. Yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. So we'll be back at the end of Imperial Guard and Tau turn 5. End of Tau and Imperial Guard turn 5. So the Valkyrie managed to take off last wound on that Broodlord. The company commander ordered the Blob to first rank fire, second rank fire on the guys that had jumped up and killed these mortars, and they got them all. Over here, some shooting into this fellow managed to net a couple wounds. As well, over here, these Penal Legionnaires jumped up, found out that this objective is a Skyfire Nexus, useless, and oh my goodness, and shot these Hive Guard here. Didn't manage to get any wounds. They make all their saves. These Hammerheads also opened up on him, and these Fire Warriors and Command Squad unsuccessfully shot that final warrior. Yeah, I think that's about it. We will be back. Oh, and these Fire Warriors took out a couple of guys there. We'll be back at the end of Tyranid turn 5. Alright, end of Tyranid turn 5. Couple charges here. Only netted a couple pens on this guy. Immobilized him. Can't move, can't shoot. 1 guardsman was taken out over there. That's about it. But, oh, and sorry, these Fire Warriors also got killed. And the standard bearer there. But the bullet point of the presentation is we rolled to see if the game ended, and it did. And Tyranid are in control of 2 objectives, 1 there and 1 there. And Guard are in control of this objective down in here. Tyranids have first blood and slay the Warlord. So ends 8-3 for the Tyranids. Bloody game. Could have gone longer. There's still much to be played, but that damn Turvagon, the bugs just didn't stop coming. It's like something out of Starship Troopers. Either way, we'll see you next time.
Good game.